They won't even know why they're thinking about you, but they will. Your image will be constantly infecting their mind. Their choices will be bent to your will, and their emotions will be yours to sculpt. This is not about love. It's about a deeper, more powerful force. Machiavelli never used the word obsession, but he described it perfectly. Men are driven by two forces, he wrote, love and fear. But there is a third, more potent force that combines and transcends them both, obsession. Obsession isn't just about attraction. It's about control. When someone is obsessed with you, they don't just like you. They rearrange their life around you. They wake up thinking about you. They change how they speak, how they dress, and how they act, all because of you. This level of influence is not accidental. It is engineered. It is built on a foundation of unspoken laws. The first law, obsession is not given. It's withheld. This is the most critical principle. If you want to make someone obsessed with you, you must understand that the fire is not sparked by what you give. It is ignited by what you withhold. The human mind craves what it cannot have and obsesses over what it cannot solve. Do not be too available. That creates comfort, and comfort kills curiosity. The constant presence, the quick replies, the immediate approval. All of these things train a mind to take you for granted. A mind that feels certain of your presence will cease to think about you when you're gone. There is no void to fill. Instead, do what Machiavelli would do. Starve them of certainty. Obsession begins when the mind can't predict you. When they don't know whether you admire them or are merely tolerating them. When they're unsure whether your last glance was passion or pure calculation. You become that puzzle by letting silence hang longer than is comfortable. By answering a message a little too late. By pulling away the moment they lean in. Machiavelli never gave a full answer, never revealed his full loyalty, and never gave people the certainty they craved. Certainty ends the chase. Uncertainty lights the fire. This isn't about being cruel. It's about being a strategic illusionist. It's about becoming the unsolved puzzle their brain can't let go of. The second law, the art of strategic reflection. Once you have sparked interest through absence and silence, it's time to mirror, but not completely. Most people mirror by simply copying body language or echoing words. That's a shallow tactic. Instead, you need to reflect their inner world back to them, but slightly distorted. You say what they've always felt but never knew how to express. You notice things they thought no one saw. This makes them feel profoundly known, but slightly misunderstood. This forces them to keep engaging with you. They're trying to correct the image you're reflecting to finish the story. But you're not wrong. You're just almost right. That almost keeps them hooked. Machiavelli called this strategic reflection. You mirror their desires, but only in controlled doses. They want to be seen as ambitious. You reveal a ruthless vision of your own wants, and they see a kindred spirit. Do they crave vulnerability? You show just a flicker of it, then cover it up with a joke. The mind doesn't obsess over what it understands. It obsesses over what it almost understands. The third law, intermittent reinforcement. Now that they're interested in trying to decode you, you begin to train their brain. This is the core of all addictive behavior. It's called intermittent reinforcement. Give them warmth, then nothing. Give them praise, then criticism. Pull them close, then vanish. Repeat this cycle irregularly. This creates a powerful dopamine loop in their brain. They keep checking their phone, rereading your words, because their reward system is hijacked. They become like gamblers at a slot machine, never knowing when the next hit of validation will come. You are not offering love. You are offering hope. And hope, once weaponized, is more addictive than love ever was. You become a solution to a problem they didn't even know they had, a craving for your unpredictable presence. They'll justify your behavior for you, because the hope of the next reward is too strong to let go of. The fourth law, the power of the void. Machiavelli understood something few do. The deepest obsessions don't come from pleasure. They come from pain, the kind that already exists. Most people walk around with a silent wound, a fear of abandonment, a past rejection, a deep-seated insecurity. You don't create this pain, but you become the only one who seems to understand it. You listen without fixing. You acknowledge without judging. You see the part of them they try to hide. And slowly, you position yourself not as a person, but as a solution. They need you because being around you doesn't just feel good, it feels like healing. And once someone believes that, they don't walk away. They can't. If you ever demand obsession, you destroy it. True obsession is not requested, it is provoked. Let your absence scream louder than your presence. Let your indifference sharpen their desire. Let your unpredictability drive them mad with imagination. Machiavelli never begged for loyalty. He made himself so fascinating, so impossible to decode, that people gave it to him willingly. You don't tell them to obsess. You become an obsession. They want to know who you are, but you won't let them. Because the moment they understand you, they stop chasing you. The fifth law, the creation of a personal mythology obsession, needs a story. You are not just a person. You are a legend in the making. Start shaping your myth. Speak about your past in poetic, ambiguous ways. Let others describe you in extreme terms: mysterious, powerful, unreadable. Never defend your image. Let them argue over it. Once someone starts defending you to others, they have become your priest, a part of your myth. You are no longer just a person they knew. You are a story they can't stop telling. And stories live longer than memories. Now, use this myth to your advantage. Machiavelli wanted to be obeyed. Obsession, if sculpted properly, becomes the purest form of control. Because once someone's identity is tied to your myth, they don't just want you. They need to prove themselves worthy of you. And that's when they will do anything without ever being asked. The sixth law, control through invisibility. Once you have embedded yourself into their identity, their memories, their desires, you become their moral compass. You subtly guide their decisions. You're better than this. That's not how I see you. Pull away just enough to make them wonder if they've lost your respect. Now they don't chase your affection. They chase your moral approval. And once you control someone's self-image, you control everything. The final and most powerful act is the perfectly timed vanishing act. When you're no longer present, your power begins to expand. Machiavelli knew that the moment you remove yourself is the moment you become larger than life. You no longer chase attention. You become the absence that haunts it. You don't ghost them. You simply fade. A small delay in your replies, a slight reduction in warmth. Never give a reason. If they ask what's wrong, offer calm confusion. Nothing's wrong, I've just been in my head. This makes them blame themselves. Did I say something wrong? Was I never enough? And that's what makes them obsessed. You become a ghost that lives in their everyday life, a voice in their head, an echo in their empty moments. You're not just a person they desire. You are the answer they crave to a riddle of their own making. And you've made yourself the only possible source of that answer. Now, you have become an obsession. You are no longer chasing. You are the one being pursued. This is the Machiavellian wisdom of true influence.